Live from Brooklyn, New York, this is Stay Busy with Armand Sadler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Stay Busy with Armand Sadler, where we have responsible discussions on the music business and the music culture. And when we are so fortunate, like we are this month for Bad and Busy Month, we bring in some incredible guests. I am your host, Armand Sadler, a.k.a. the Ronda Rousey of rhetoric, a.k.a. the Lisa Leslie of language, a.k.a. the Janet Jackson of journalism, a.k.a. the Pam Grier of podcasting. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, from his tip-top secret mission. He had to go underseas to Atlantis to find some gold, and I believe he was successful in his mission.
I had to chop it up with Aquaman, too. You know, he's doing good. He's living well.
Is that why the drip is too hard, Aquaman?
Oh, Lord. We get one of the dad jokes per episode. Yeah, at least one per episode.
We're going to get 3 today.
Oh, Lord. What's up, y'all? Nick Early. I'm back. Co-host and executive producer, Stay Busy with Armand Sadler. We have a very special guest today. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Of course, it is Bad and Busy Month, so if you have any women that you would like us to highlight or acknowledge, feel free to DM or email us at staybusypod@gmail.com. Thank you so much to Tamara May from 300 Entertainment for joining us last week. Incredible conversation with her. Make sure you check out that episode. Make sure you tune into all of our busy sessions and YouTube shorts. We dropped episode 6 featuring Mia J last week, and she had 2 performances for you all, Put It On Me and Better Man, so make sure you check those out. Of course, we got to shout out our executive board, Kieran Hurley, the man that you cannot see but you can feel, our VP of everything, Siobhan DeShields, our VP of engagement, and Nyla Symone, our VP of data and analytics. And of course, we got to let you know, Women's History Month, Bad and Busy, is brought to you by Hot Tea Company, a Black, women-owned premium loose-leaf tea and accessories brand based in Atlanta, Georgia. Take a visit to siphottea.com. Hot is spelled H-A-U-T-E. Siphottea.com, and make sure you join the community, their company's newsletter. Subscribe to get special offers, extra savings, and stay up to date on the hottest tea, and use promo code BUSY to enjoy 15% off of your first purchase. And of course, follow them at siphottea on Twitter and Instagram. To get into our incredible guest, one could say that things are baking in here, huh?
Good day.
Is that a fair assessment of what's going on? Things are baking in here?
Yes, at 400 degrees. Yes. Oven is preheated in there.
So this week's guest is Tu Bicochito Favorito, a.k.a. Cakes on Duty. Now, she'll turn your party up, spin your favorite set, and avoid the gulag in Warzone. She's one of the most poppin' DJs across New York City, poppin' on Twitch, hosts the littest gaming tournaments, and has one of the meanest Millie Rock faces that I have ever seen. It is truly terrifying. I wouldn't want to get in a Millie Rock battle with her. She released some of her own music featuring Haas Irv last year. The song is called 2021, and it was released in 2021. Ooh, the vision. Her third eye is open. Representing Power 105.1, Branson, Cognac, and Lost Borough, we got Yonkers' own DJ Steph Cakes.
What an intro. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. It is an honor. It is a pleasure. We're looking forward to a very, very fun conversation. So let's warm the energy up. Thank you to all of our listeners tuning in. Whether you like Douce or Henny, Drewski or Rennie, Rebirth, Resurgence, or Battle Royal, and Don't Tell 'Em or Loyal. So, Douce or Henny? Branson, yeah. There you go.
Come
there
on
you
now.
The
trick question.
The branding.
Branson, all day.
Good energy.
I'm a Douce. I prefer Douce. I haven't had Branson yet, so.
I should have brought you guys some. Actually.
Uh-oh.
Check the trunk.
Oh, we checking the trunk, y'all. Hold on.
Sipping and potting.
I might have a bottle.
Checking the
good
trunk.
energy, good energy. Yeah. We were Henny drinkers in college until
we learned better.
Yeah, until Iggy put us on to Douce. It was at my birthday party the first time I had Douce, actually. And I was like, oh, wow, yeah, my life has changed. But my new favorite's about to be Branson.
That's a fact.
Yes. Hopefully the trunk is bountiful and running over.
We gonna see. Drewski or Rennie?
That's a tough
It
one.
depends on my mood, I feel like.
Wow. Because Drewski is funny.
Yo, Drewski used to really
Hilarious.
Drewski is funny.
really-
But Rennie is like he was, he kind of
Yeah,
came
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah.
Like
He walked so Drewski
Back in
right?
like
Yes. There you go.
2014, 2015, I watched his videos. I had his notifications on Instagram.
Nah, they're
so I
funny.
can watch his shits as soon as they drop.
They're funny. They're
Yeah.
funny.
I'm
But
gonna go with
Drewski
Rennie.
right now is just like
Yeah. Drewski's him.
He's so funny.
he is like a walking GIF.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he is.
Honestly.
everything. He's so animated.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'd probably go Drewski myself.
Yeah.
This is for you. He don't play.
Oh, the
we
truck
up.
is running over, y'all.
Oh, we up,
Hold
baby.
on.
Dang.
Hold on.
I think there's some cups in the kitchen, perhaps.
There
I don't
might
know.
be.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, we're
we really
good.
got off base. He don't play COD. So for you, Rebirth, Resurgence, or regular Battle Royale?
Rebirth, just because it's faster.
Yes.
Like, what is it? Vanguard right now. The map is too big. It's like
Yeah.
too big. I just
Yeah.
like to kill and go.
Yeah.
Just keep it moving.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Rebirth Resurgence is a game of 40 players, and you like it's still in teams. And if you die, but
Come
but
back
you're, yeah.
as long as one of your teammates is alive.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay.
And then if they kill people, then the time you have to wait to come back to life gets shortened. And then Battle Royale is 150 players. So the games are longer. Once you die, you go to the gulag. If you win your gulag match, then you can come back to life. If you lose your gulag match, then you're out of the game. But if your teammates get enough money, they can buy you back.
Oh, you get money from killing folks, huh?
No, you pick money up. You get money. You get money when you kill people. You
And when
pick
you
their
do
money up.
like,
Contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Contract kills, Lord.
Yeah. But once they introduced Rebirth, I
it
didn't
was
play
over.
Battle Royale anymore.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while too.
Yeah.
Rebirth me.
Facts. And lastly, classic 2014 records. Don't Tell Them or Loyal.
I'm gonna go with Loyal.
Don't tell him for me personally.
Yeah, I know.
I love Don't Tell Them, but Loyal is just
Shout out,
just
Faith.
Yeah, it was something.
When a rich want you.
Hey, want you, babe.
And you
nigga can't do nothing for you.
gotta do the dance.
Hey,
These-
no, they ain't.
Okay, heard you with
Oh,
the
yeah.
vocals.
Oh no, we
He
we're here
does
for you
this.
today. We're here
He
for you
does
today.
this.
You feel me? Speaking of here for you today, let's check out the fit. Let's
Yeah,
admire the
yeah.
fit
Oh,
one
man,
time.
nah, I didn't
with
even
the
come.
Tro G's calm.
Complex.
Calm.
I wear my sneakers.
Calm,
so
calm.
they look a little hurt right now. Shout out to the Very Clean. They sent the merch in. I
Okay.
appreciate them.
Yes.
Love me a good sweatsuit.
Love
Yes,
it.
yes.
If I'm not in this though, y'all know I'm in Hood Heritage.
Come on now,
Okay.
Yonkers
That's-
ain't playing with y'all today.
That's the brand
shout
right
'em out.
there.
There you go.
Shout out
Y'all
Hood
ain't
Heritage.
playing.
There you go. Cozy drip. I love it. Let's jump into this chat. So this past weekend, we celebrated 5 years of More Life, Drake's More Life. Now, are you a Drake fan, Steph?
Yeah, because I be like, I'm not.
Oh, she hit the shrug. Hold on.
I'm not a like. I like Drake.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm gonna say that I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know he got some crazy fans. I'm not one of those, but
Right.
I like Drake.
Okay.
I tried to not like him and it didn't work out.
A lot of people have.
I tried. You just gotta give him his he's nice.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
How'd you feel about More Life when it dropped and now?
I thought I liked More Life.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. That was a good vibe. Like, I think we all enjoyed he had so many different singles in that
Mm-hmm.
album. So I thought it was good. And actually now listening to it now, I like it more.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you kind of forget about certain songs. And then when you hear them, you're like, yo, this shit hit.
Right.
This shit really hit.
It really did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was the soundtrack to my Summer 17.
yeah.
Passion Fruit is just generational.
From miles away.
Teenage Fever, since way back.
Yeah.
Sacrifices, Free
Sacrifices.
Smoke. Yeah.
Ugh.
Sacrifice is the
Wrote
one.
this- yo,
What was the one with Young Thug?
Ice Melts.
Yes,
Ice
I
Melts.
like
yeah,
that one,
Yeah, Ice
too.
Melts is great. Yeah. I just put out an article on Vibe. Y'all check it out where I ranked the project. And that was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It was 22 songs. Like, you think about your top 5, your top 10, but thinking of your top 22, like
Top
what the
22,
fuck? Like
yeah,
that
it's
shit is
wild,
crazy.
yeah.
Like between like 13 to like 20, I was lost. I was like, bro, this is hard. Like I've never thought about which one I
Right.
like more within the middle of the pack. But
Tell the folks what were your top 3
it was Passion Fruit, Do Not Disturb, and Sacrifices.
in that order.
Yeah, in that order.
Yeah, KMT was fire though.
KMT is good.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
good.
enjoyed it.
It's
It was for him doing the exposing our market, and it's not, he didn't create it.
Yeah.
For those who think he's a culture vulture, anyways.
Yeah.
He exposed our market, a greater market, to the UK scene.
Yeah.
So that was, I enjoyed that song a lot. I love the
Yeah.
beat. Beat is crazy.
100%. Gigs, I don't think Gigs is a good rapper, but
Here we go.
Drake's part was good. Drake's part was good.
Go check the article, y'all.
Yeah, peep it. So also this past weekend, it was exactly 1 year to the day where I put out an article on Pitchfork about Capella Grey's Gallus.
Nice.
And we have seen it ascend to
Missile.
heights that
Pum.
were just
Pum.
it's the mountain now. Like, it's not climbing a mountain, it's created its own mountain. And now he's collabing with Chris Brown, and he just put out a record called Confusion with Nyla, and he's doing his thing. So it's really good to see how people are responding to him. And I'm sure you as a DJ, I'm sure you drop Gallus so much.
The crazy thing is with Capella Grey, amazing artist, I actually had him in my studio like 2 months before he dropped Gallus.
Wow.
So I heard the record, and from the minute I heard it, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna go crazy when you drop. So to actually see the after effect of him dropping the single and just seeing everything go for him, it was amazing. Like, it was beautiful because there's just certain songs once you hear, you kind of know are gonna just take off, and that was really one of them. So it is. I'm sure you reflecting a year from now, like it's still like it's crazy.
It's still gotta get
like
run.
your life could really change just like that. And we worked on something that day too. Hopefully it drops. Okay. So shout out to Capella Grey.
Yeah. Very happy for him. I remember when I wrote about him, like, we were DMing because I was just trying to figure out like who the producer was. He produced the whole
everything.
thing.
He did everything.
Wrote it, produced it, mixed it, like everything. That was all him.
He takes a lot of pride in that because he does that for a lot of most of his songs. He does everything. So again, kudos.
Yeah. And he was like, "Yo, I've never been written about before. This is crazy." I was like, "Shit, man! Like, people need to know about you because even you go back to his music before Gallus, and that shit's good too." So it's just like, you just...
And he's written for a lot of artists.
Yep. Yeah. He came up as a songwriter, and then he was like, I'm going to just start putting my own shit out because people have been like, like different opportunities.
Playing on his name.
Yeah. So very, very happy for you, Capella. Salute to you.
Facts.
Let's get into some of the new music from the weekend. So I want to start with this one because I really enjoy this record. Coi Leray and Nicki Minaj's Blick Blick. Shit fire.
Shit fire. I'm happy for Coi. I'm happy for Coi.
Yeah, Jersey.
Really
Shout out Jersey.
That.
Gang.
She really needed. I'm tired of people talking down on her.
Yeah, she gets a lot of hate.
Name, man.
She does get a lot of hate. I think people hate those that don't, I think, subscribe to what everyone else is doing. Just they're so themselves. People try to dim their light. Yeah, and she's definitely she's just so herself. You know, So
I love that about her.
Yeah.
Like she's like all natural and all of that. Like fire. Plus she's good. Like
she's talented.
She's talented, so shout out to Coi.
100%. I really
and to
enjoyed
get that Nicki feature.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. And Nicki spazzed on that shit too.
Yeah, Nicki went crazy.
Yeah. I think Nicki's gearing up for an album soon. I don't know. I just feel it coming.
That time.
I feel it coming.
It's about that
been like 4 years. So
she probably been. She got the hard drive is probably.
Oh, of course.
Steaming.
It's
steaming.
Yeah. So enjoy Blick Blick. Let's jump into this Lucky Daye and Sid record, and this is going to transition into Nick responsibly revisiting Candydrip because he wasn't able to talk about it last week with us.
Spinning that block.
So first, Lucky Daye and Sid CYBAH. How'd y'all feel about the record?
How do we feel?
I love Sid, so
yeah, Sid is hard.
I gotta it's actually still very new to me. I gotta kind of sit down and listen to it 50 times, but I like Sid a lot. So. And I like Lucky Daye, so I know the song is fire.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I liked it a lot. Lucky kills his features. He's a
strong
killer.
feature dude.
He's a
very
killer.
Strong.
Yeah. But here, the floor is yours. Talk about Candydrip, my brother.
Slow push. So, y'all, Lucky Daye did it again. Second album. His second album, right?
Yeah.
Tale for Two is an EP, so yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, EP. Wow. Where do we start? Musically, I find myself in a world so I get the world of the whole Candydrip thing with that. Sonically, I get it. Story-wise, and I'm gonna get there. We're gonna talk about that. But let's just go through the track list. I mean, the immediate standouts. I mean, the intro gets you immediately.
Yeah.
It just
Good intro.
takes you away, and you're automatically in it. I really want to just shout out D-Mile yet again.
Yeah.
Because D-Mile has this thing of creating these sonic landscapes that just really wrapped me in, and it's aspirational for me as a producer, as a writer, as a musician myself. It's aspirational to get to that level of mastery of the craft, and it seems so effortless for both of their parts. That duo right there, I hope we can talk about them for a long, long time. What Lucky and D-Mile did for R&B, from when Lucky started to whenever they're done doing stuff together. Yeah. They are out of here together. Feels Like, I really love that song.
I like it too.
A lot of people don't, but I think this album is really polarizing, and I think that means you're doing something.
Yeah.
Because my folks, a lot of the people who I know who are really huge Lucky fans are feeling, I think they haven't sat with it enough. I've sat with it in detail and in depth. In detail and depth. I see my eyes getting big.
Yeah,
detail and depth.
I got scared. I'm like, damn, I haven't heard it like that yet.
No. It's cool. It's cool. I had to do a responsible revisit.
Yeah.
But I find myself making the singles hit much better in context, because that was my critique of the rollout. Is that I didn't feel that all the singles minus Over is a nuclear bomb.
Generation.
What?
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't feel that they told a story, and they felt kind of just hodgepodge, kind of picked out of nowhere for me. NWA, I like the beat now in sequence, but I still don't really care for the song as it is, right?
Yeah.
Another thing, sequencing. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sequence very well.
Wow. Like, almost feels playlist-like, which I really enjoyed about that. And people say the first half of the album is slow. How can you say that when Guess is right there?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Guess is so maybe I'll go out on a limb. I want to hear Guess outside. I think Guess can do numbers outside. I think it could be a very outside record.
I literally made a playlist this week about like love songs that are like high energy, just because I didn't want to be listening to slow shit, and that's one of the first songs I put on there.
Guess has to be. It's for those who haven't listened. This is the Usher feature. The
Usher sample.
Sample.
Yeah, I like Guess. Now that you say that, I remember. That
song it's a standout record. It just
grabs you immediately.
It's a standout record, and so I want that record to get its shine.
Yeah.
So my critiques really quickly to kind of wrap this. I really feel like we're at the place where the music is so great and it's just so out of here, but the story is not there.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Candydrip meant after listening to the album. I didn't feel like I learned more about Lucky. I didn't feel like, as a fan, a huge fan of his, that I was more connected to the journey now. And I feel like that might be the issue and the problem of like making this type of music go further than it is. I think R&B artists have to be much more deliberate about telling stories and bringing people on a journey, because our music, it's a slower pace. It's more of like here's an album, 2-year break. Here's an album, 2-year break. You have to tell me the story. I have to see the 5-year trajectory in the growth. Whereas like, rap is like, give me that right now. Oh, we hot right now. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're chasing the song of summer, whatever. But R&B is a much more soul-nourishing art form in that sense, where it's, like I said, a slower pace. And so that's my major critique of Candydrip, is not the music. The music is, there's so much here that's so great. It's what does this mean? What is the story? Where are you now? And I think that is going to be very important for his career and how it was taken forward. I'm seeing him on this tour at the end of next month. I'm excited, and I want to see the visuals and everything, but that's my main concern. I would say it's not really a critique, because someone who really wants to see him do well, I'm just like, I didn't feel like the story connected. And I don't know. What y'all thought?
Yeah, the more I think about it, I just feel like incredible R&B artists, they're just pushing like the sex symbol thing, but not really him, the person. Like, it's like you said, we don't really know much about him. And I think that's the one thing about all of the superstars is like, we're connected to something.
Yeah.
Like Drake, we saw his come up. J. Cole, we saw his come up. Kendrick, we saw his come up. They talk about different things that we can relate to. Like, Lucky makes love songs and heartbreak music and stuff like that. Like, we can connect to that. But what's like a specific detail about you?
Yes.
And you, like, where were you born? Like, like stuff like that. Like your hometown. Like, what is something that's a touch point where we can relate to it beyond just love?
Sounding good.
Love and sex. Like, so
a little bit more substance.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just more storytelling. Like, who are you? Like, and I know like he has a crazy story, because I know he has a crazy story. He's like escaped the cult. Like, he's from New Orleans. Like, there's a lot there to talk about. And I'm curious, at what point are we gonna get that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love it. I want.
You want more.
I want more.
You want more. It's
I
okay
want
to
more.
say that.
Yeah,
You want more.
I want more
Yeah.
from that angle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
100%. I agree. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what we do here. Let's finish off with Normani's new record, Fair. Now, there's a lot of people on social media who didn't like this for
Yeah,
some reason.
I saw that.
Yeah, I liked it. I've run it up a lot. Like this,
I'm still stuck on Wild Side. Like,
Wild
that's my
Side's
shit.
great. Yeah,
That's my shit.
That's the one. That's the one. I think with Normani, and we talked about this like a couple
Yeah.
months ago. We've been waiting for the debut album forever.
She's another one. Story.
She's been presented as like, yo, Normani's the next one up. She's gonna be a superstar. You need an album to solidify that. I don't know what the weight is. I don't know what the situation is. Like, you put out music and people rock with it. She had that song with Black a couple years ago. Wild Side, like you mentioned. Fair is good. Like everything that we've heard. The song that she sampled, Kelly Rowland. I forget the what is it? Damn. Motivation.
Oh,
Motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah, like she's got great records out. So it's like, yo, put a couple more together and put a project out. Like that's what we want from you at this point. So I think it's just the wait time, and like people are ready for her to be that girl, but we need a project to solidify that.
She's very much so a part of the girls.
Yeah.
And she needs to be mentioned part of the girls because she's talented than most of the girls. More talented than most of the girls.
Yeah.
But it's, again, story.
Mm-hmm.
You have a story. This, the Fifth Harmony thing. She has the story. It's there. Tell it.
Yeah.
But we need it, like Armand said, through a body of work.
Yeah.
Tell us the story and bring us along the journey. Ooh, it matters. Ooh, it matters, y'all. It matters.
It does.
Because like we wouldn't be talking about that if we had the album, if we had a story. It'd be like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
she's right here. Like the video. I mean,
That's probably the label goal.
Yeah, that's
probably
it's always
the
what it is. I don't
yeah,
get it. I don't get it.
literally
Like,
always
you
that.
have a gem right there.
don't y'all want to recoup too?
Yeah, like
Put the music out.
yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation. But
The
Fair,
same thing with Cash Page. Yeah, I heard of
yeah,
Cash.
yeah,
Of
love
course.
Cash, love
She's
Cash.
so talented, but she hasn't put out any music out.
Yeah.
Like, especially the R&B. Her R&B hits different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll never forget when I first heard her. I had the same when I felt Gallus for the first time when shout out my boy Tab. He put me onto her. He was like, yo, I want you to check her out. And I heard it and I was just like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I felt that. Like,
Yeah.
give me more. And
Yeah.
he has like records. She has records. He has them too, obviously. But he played them for me. And I'm like, yo, she got to drop these.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Shrug. Not the.
That's the label shrug.
Yo,
Like,
the label shrug is OD.
yeah.
Stop
yeah.
label shrug 2022.
Yeah.
God,
You
dang.
give us the music. Put the music out.
All right.
I mean, that's for upcoming artists too. Like,
Yep.
yo, put the music out.
Yes.
Put the music out. You want to build an audience that grows with you. Once you build these fans, they want to see your growth. They want to hear how you sounded back then to like, wow, you sound really good now, or damn, you gotta keep putting more records out and work harder, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just put it out.
Yeah.
Put it out.
100% agree. So that's our chat. Let's jump into our employee of the month, someone that Steph knows very well. Our employee of the month, DJ Nyla Symone. Clap it up for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The incredible Nyla Symone, DJ,
Shout out
host,
Nyla.
interviewer, works with Power 105.1, Charlemagne's Comedy Central show, The God's Honest Truth, and Revolt TV. Interviewed the likes of Migos, Jack Harlow, Saweetie, Money Long, Ari Fletcher, Megan Thee Stallion, and more. And her music podcast comes back next week with Mouse Jones. So make sure y'all tap into that.
Facts. Shout out to Nyla.
Yeah, she's great girl. Let's jump into the slide deck.
Uh-oh.
Now, before we get into our interview with our guest, we are going to play a fun rapid fire game. So I'm going to pull out my timer. We are going to set it for 1 minute. We have some questions for you that you are going to answer, and hopefully we can get to all of them.
About to say, take a sip before you
minute.
get it.
Art. Let me take a sip as well. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Much love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, off camera. Raise your glass.
Yes, thank you.
Just
Guys.
shout out to OV, my dog over there, holding it down. The guy.
always back behind the scene.
Yes, sir.
Love it. So, 1 minute. Are you prepared?
I think so.
Yes, you
Okay.
are. You good. You do this. Come on now.
All right. And go. Your favorite kind of cake?
Tres leche.
There's a woman after my own heart. Oh. Over and under taking song requests as a DJ.
Overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
I hate that shit.
I hate it. It's like, I'm not gonna just
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. We got the timer.
This or that, day parties or night parties?
Day.
Yes, me too. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Mario Kart or Mario Party?
Oof, Mario Party.
Favorite radio station growing up?
Power 5.1.
Making a playlist or mixing live?
Mixing live.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Favorite Pokemon?
Ooh. Snorlax.
Okay, and she finishes with 19 seconds to go.
Okay,
Shout out to you.
okay,
Shout out to
okay.
you.
Sunlight.
So let's expand on that
Yes.
song
The
request.
song request, hold on.
Song request thing.
It's just like, yo, you come request a song, you fucking up the vibe.
Yeah.
Like I've had people ask for like the most bizarre thing in the middle of turn up. Like, yo, bro, let me wait for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna come. Especially like when you request new songs and stuff like that. Like, bro, I just got on. Like,
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
some time.
Yeah.
Just wait for it. And if you really want a song like that's out of the ordinary, like, yo, come on, a little tip, a little drink, an eighth of weed,
There you
a little something.
Listen, we accept all forms of
Yeah,
payment. Let's
like, you
barter.
know.
Let's barter. Yeah. No, I feel that. I as an aux guy, I don't DJ, but I be on aux. I hate when people like if we're at a function and I just get on and people request the most lit song. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to build to that.
Yeah, we
Like,
tryna-
I'm not gonna put on No Guidance at 7:03. Like, I'm gonna
Yes,
put that
like,
on around
relax,
11. Let
relax.
people get drunk. Let the vibes, get seasoned.
Let them marinate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let 'em
personally,
marinate.
I really like to play songs that you haven't heard in a while.
Yes.
Like, I like to. I love when people come and like, oh shit, I haven't heard this in a minute. Like, that's
Yeah.
my favorite reaction. So
Yeah.
I always try to just wait till like the end to kind of like hit y'all. All right, this is what y'all waiting for. Like,
Right.
But y'all already lit, so it's like, all right.
There's what's one song? So shout out G again. We have this inside joke, and it's for me. It's my song. Like to me, the party is at not the highest point, but it's about to get there. Is when No Letting Go comes on, and that's like my like, hey, okay, I'm
That's
good.
it.
We can wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm out. What's a song for you that's like, if I'm outside, if I didn't hear this song, the party has failed.
Wow, that's hard. That's
Maybe
very-
a few songs.
A
like
few songs,
you got
I
like I
just
gotta hear
hear.
this.
Sometimes it depends, like what kind of mood I'm in. Cause sometimes I just gotta hear a little bit of Bobby Shmurda. Like,
Okay.
I gotta get in that bag. But sometimes I need to hear like Fever. So it's just
Fever's
it really
great.
depends on how I'm feeling.
How you feeling?
Yeah.
I think that's also a day and night vibe.
Also,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm catching a wine regardless to that song. You feel me?
I think it's,
Somebody.
Okay.
Come on
that
now.
shit is- that song is like timeless. Like it's perfect. It's like I wonder if when they were in the studio making that, they knew that they were going to make something that was just going to transcend
It transcends
generations and life. Like just everybody
I can
knows that
see-
song.
It's I love it.
Everybody, you know, that's a song you can't go wrong.
You feel me?
Yeah, I love it. But let's jump into you. So, talk about growing up in Yonkers and what the household was like and what young Steph was doing.
Young Steph. I moved to Yonkers when I was 4, and I didn't like it because I came from Washington Heights.
Okay, from the
And
Heights. yeah.
that was like home for me. I
Right.
liked being outside. I
Vibrant,
liked all
yeah.
the energy, the cars, the people outside. Everybody knew who you were. Like, it was like a family. So once we left that, I was just like, oh, what is going on here? It's so quiet. Like,
Yeah.
I lived in a Jewish neighborhood. I hated it.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no friends.
Yeah.
No family. Like, it was terrible. But as I got older, I got friends. Obviously, I made some friends.
Yeah.
And I was actually really calm. I always loved music. I was always a dancer.
Okay.
That was like my first dream. I thought I was gonna be I thought I was gonna be Missy Elliott's backup dancer.
Oh, fire.
And I used to always be jealous of that other girl that was in all her videos. I'm like, that could have been me.
Hey,
Like,
you talking about Allison Stoner?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Shout out Allison Stoner.
Yeah, shout out to her, man. But I was just always, I loved music. So from taking dance classes to just like listening to the radio, I definitely remember that. Like just being in the car with my dad, going to school, listening to the radio. My household was, I guess, I don't want to say like regular, but, I lived with both my parents. I have a younger sister, older brother. My older brother really influenced like almost everything that I do now because he would come spend weekends and summers with me, and all we would do is play video games, and he put me onto hip hop. I remember him buying the Dr. Dre CD, the P. Diddy CD, the Eminem CD. He just put me onto everything, and then I kind of just took everything that he put me onto and took off on my own.
Yeah.
When I went to school, I knew that I wanted to go to college for the entertainment industry. So I graduated with my degree in communication and media relations.
Yeah. Come now.
Me too.
And shout out to us.
Yeah. Well, where'd you go?
Mount St. Vincent.
Okay, nice.
So I just always knew music was my life. Growing up, my dream job was to be on 106 and Park. I wanted to be up there with AJ and Free. And,
That's the real 106
yeah,
Park.
that was it for me. Like that is that was the job I wanted. I was so like, that's gonna be me one day. And never in a million years did I think I'd be a DJ.
Yeah.
I just always was that person though that knew all the new songs. I was making all the CDs for my friends. I was downloading music. Like I was just into that stuff. And I guess I was foreshadowing my future because now I still have that iPod that like kind of started everything for me. And I have my playlist there. Like I had my stripper playlist, I had my baby making playlist, I had my heartbreak playlist, I had my turn, like everything, which is your crates now when you're a DJ.
Yeah.
So that kind of music has always been my life. And I think I want to shout out my parents because they put me into dance class. Like I even took African dance class. I did ballet, I did tap, I did jazz, I did hip hop, I did Spanish. I did everything. But then I got into sports. So I kind of just fell off a little bit off on all that extra girly stuff. And I really got into my athlete bag because I really love playing basketball.
I was about to say,
I love
give me
playing football.
Hooper.
I love playing football though.
Oh, yeah?
And softball, obviously, a little bit of softball here and there. But I'm very competitive. So yeah, that's kind of just like my background. I love music. I'm athletic. I'm adventurous. My parents are my everything. My sister, my brother, my family. I'm big on family.
Yeah. Where's your family from?
They're Dominican.
Okay.
DR.
Dope.
So shout out to the parentals for the sauce. The sauce. I love being Dominican. I love the culture. I love the country, even though it's corrupt. I love my peoples.
Amazing. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you because I saw a picture of you on a tennis court. It was like a photo shoot. You play tennis?
I played tennis. I like playing tennis, but I don't play it. Like, if you were to hit me up and say, yo, let's play tennis tomorrow, I'm going to be with it. Just bring me a tennis racket. I don't have one yet. But I do. Like, I enjoy playing. I like playing anything. I'm very active.
Yeah.
So did you have hoop dreams?
Never.
Never?
Even though in college I was supposed to play, I didn't.
What was your best sport? Basketball?
I want to say football.
Football,
I think I'm super
You fast?
nice. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm still as fast. Like when I played basketball, I was always the fastest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was the smallest. I was point guard.
Yeah, okay.
So Allen Iverson was my favorite player.
Okay, come on.
Him.
You know what I'm saying? I got the 3 on the ring and everything.
Calm. And the threes on the
You know what I'm
feet.
saying? And my birthday is March. So
Okay.
3-3-3.
Three threes.
Love that.
Threes everywhere.
But yeah. I would say football.
Okay.
I still play like basketball. I feel like you have to
Keep it up.
to keep the skill. You got to keep practicing and stuff like that. And I don't play at all.
No.
I probably suck really bad right now. But football, I play like literally all year long.
Oh wow.
Like once a month at least. I'm always trying to join a tournament.
Wow, for real.
It's usually co-ed flag football.
Fire.
And my boy Ant he sends me a text. I'm always like, yes, yes.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yes.
Well, what'd you play? Quarterback, receiver?
Receiver.
Okay.
Just need with the off the line.
Even though I could throw, we might surprise you, and he might, and then he's out.
Yeah, that's my favorite play in football. The reverse pass. You give it to the receiver,
and they never expect me.
Yeah,
Right.
There you go.
And you're dropping heat, throwing spirals.
Out here breaking barriers in flag football and breaking barriers in music. What was so you said you didn't plan to be a DJ. What was like your first party that you ever spun?
So shout out to my best friend Flo. She had a game night on Wednesdays in Uptown. And that was like my first official like gig. Like I was on the flyer and everything. She had a game night on Wednesdays, and I was a regular. I was going to support my friend every Wednesday, turning up, and I just always loved watching DJs from like before I even thought about being a DJ. I would literally pull up to the club. I would know the DJ. I would go stand next to him and I just watch, like, so fascinated.
Right.
So she was like, yo, just try it. Like, you already know what you're doing in the car. Because like I said, everywhere we go, they give me the aux. So she's like, you know, like, you already know what you're doing. And then the resident DJ for that party, he's like, yo, come, I'll teach you, like, the fundamentals, like, enough to get you through doing this party one time.
Right.
So I spent the next, like, 4 days going to his crib, and he was, you know, he gave me music. Shout out to DJ Bones, because I'm not going to say there wouldn't be a DJ Steph Cakes without him, but he really, like, put the battery in my back. He helped me. He made my logo. He gave me music. He fixed my laptop. He made, like, he just did everything possible. Like, he never tried to, like, hold anything or, you know, he was very, very, like, helpful. And he's a big part of my life. Like, even now, recently they stole my laptop, my work laptop, my book bag, everything. And the next day I hit him up and he was able to bless me and fix my laptop and just back up most of my shit.
Wow.
So he is a gem. He is a gem. So yeah, he was like, come. I went back to back, bop, bop, bop. That Wednesday, I was very nervous. It was a full house. Everyone was so excited. And it was, we never saw that place the way that it was.
Wow.
Full, top, bottom, outside.
Packed out.
Crazy. And then after that, people were hitting me up like, oh, you're available this day? I'm like, yeah. And then everything just started picking up. Quit my day job.
Amen.
Wow.
Got the job at Power, and yeah, it's just been a blessing.
What was your day job? I'm curious.
I used to work at AT&T.
Okay.
I was a sales associate.
Yeah.
I was making good money there,
Yeah.
but they wasn't trying to give me weekends off. And as my booking started picking up, I was a walking zombie every time I was coming to work, and it got to a point where I was like, all right, like, what really is making me happy, and which one can I really survive off? And everything was going so well. I'm like, you know, I might just stick to this. And what really locked everything in for me was when I spoke to my father. My father's a very, like, stern, like, by the book, do everything, you know, go to college. He's very, like, strict. So when I spoke to him about the thought of possibly quitting my day job to become a full-time DJ, he was just like, if you can survive, like, you know, you can pay your bills and you can live your life and, you know, quit, do whatever you want. Like, go ahead. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I wasn't ready for that.
Right?
I was ready for, like, no, you need a job, blah, blah. Like, and I was just like, fuck. But no, he was like, if you could survive and you're happy and go. You went to school and you got your degree, like, live your life. I was just like, wow.
I think you realize when you get older, it's like the strict parent actually just wants you to be good, as opposed to, like, you thinking that they won't be on board with your vision. They just want you to really just be good.
Like, I always have these conversations with my dad because, like I said, he was very strict when I was growing up. Like, curfew till I was, like, 20. Like,
oh, it's not a game.
Yo, no, he had cameras. Then he would check, you got home at 11:01. I'm like, well, are you serious? Like, he was that bad. And, you know, we didn't have a good relationship because I wanted to be young and free, and he was not with the shits. Like, he would really lock me out.
Wow.
So, you know, as you get older, you understand everything. And I always thank him, like, yo, I get it. Thank you. Because
you're better for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, yeah, that once he said, yeah, go ahead. And I was just like, all right, cool. It was around, so I think it's probably like 6 years from now, around this time, because it was right after my birthday. I took the week off from work, and then I just never went back. And my boss, she wasn't even tight. She knew, like, she knew me. She knew what I was doing. She was like, go. I'm not even mad. I ain't, just send me a letter saying you quit, and all right, cool. I never looked back.
It's really dope when you have those people in your life who see that there's more for you, and they don't try to hold you back. Like, nah, stay here, work for me. Like, it's like, no. You have potential to be greater. Go frolic.
And I had a lot of people like that in my life. And I'm so thankful, because when you're down and you're having, like, an off day, they, like, when you least expect it, they'll hit you up and they'll, like, yo, you doing your thing, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like, all right, just, you know, just chill out. You're doing fine.
It's hard when your head is down. You don't realize what you're doing, what you're putting out. But day to day, it's challenging. So I want to ask you, so what was the moment where you're like, this is real? So, you know, you're picking up bookings, you quit the job. Where did Power come into the play? Like, how it was like, yo, like, DJ Steph Cakes, this is real. Like, I'm doing it. Hold up.
And I know exactly the day. It was Cardi B's album, Invasion of Privacy. Her album dropped. And at that point, I was just always... Actually, I had just got a relationship.
Okay.
And that next day, I was completely off. So I got out of that relationship the day before. That next day, one of my DJ friends hits me up and they're like, yo, let's go visit Camilo. And we go spend the day at Hot 97. That day was Cardi B's album listening thing. And Camilo brings me and my boy Hayes. And there, you know, I'm networking and I see all the people from Power because I remember I used to intern there. So I see everybody from Power. And when I go say hi to them, my boss is there. And she had been looking for a female DJ. And she was just like, yo, why nobody told me about Steph? Like, mind you, I don't even think she remembers me because I interned like a few years ago. And I'm the type that I do my work and I'm kind of out. I'm not really like the mingling type. I'm very like in and out. And so I didn't think that she would remember me. So that day she was like, oh, like when can you come to my office? I was like, tomorrow. And then that day, you know, I went to the office, we spoke, and I got the job at Power. So that was when I was just like, oh shit, like it was full circle too because I interned there and when I first interned there it wasn't, you know, to DJ. It was there to be a radio personality. So actually it's like more full circle because now I'm a radio personality and a DJ. So it's like just crazy. It's just crazy. So that was definitely like that day. I'll never forget it.
You're like, this is we up.
I'm out of here. Like it's over. What? What? You shit me?
So tell us like what's your day to day? What does a day in the life of DJ Steph Cakes look like?
It depends. Like on a Monday, it really depends. I never have like I don't have a set schedule.
So run us through some of the things that could happen.
Some of the things I might wake up. I'm an early bird. Even like when I get home at 4 or 5 in the morning, I'm up at 9. I might go through my music real quick for like an hour or two just to catch up on music and stuff like that. I might get on Call of Duty for a few hours to like, you know, 1 or 2 p.m. Might hit the studio.
And what are you doing in the studio?
What I'm doing in the studio, trying to make beats.
Heard you.
But it's a process.
Yeah, take your time.
It's a process. It's like so, you know, you're trying to find your own sound. You're not trying to sound like nobody else. But then you're trying to learn, you know, little things from other people. It's just hard. Yeah. I actually get discouraged a lot from it.
Oh, don't get discouraged. I know. It's all good.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just come back to it later. Like,
yeah.
And then I feel bad when I play Call of Duty because I'm like, yo,
I could be.
Yeah. But in reality, I'm still working when I'm playing. When I'm playing Call of Duty because I'm streaming and I'm trying to get my Twitch shit up.
Yeah.
So there's always that little bit of guilt. But then I'm either in the city trying to link up with people, plan photo shoots, plan content, just moving around. I might be. Yeah, that's pretty much how my days go. If I'm not like in meetings or like trying to like build content with my videographer or my team, I'm mostly just home, like playing Call of Duty, trying to get on my music shit. Yeah. And then if I'm like really feeling tired, I'm on Netflix. I'm a heavy, I'm a Netflix.
That's your decharge.
That's my decharge.
Your decompress is the word.
Yeah, that's
decharge is crazy.
Nah, we decharging. The episode title is decharge.
We creating words here.
We decharging. Don't do that.
Yeah, nah. And then I'm just trying to get back to traveling again.
Yeah.
I used to travel a lot before the pandemic. I just want to get away every now and then from the city. Yeah, that's pretty much my day.
Now, talk about mastering the craft of DJing, because I've tried to play around with virtual DJ before. It's hard. It's hard. Like, people be like, Arma, you should be a DJ. I'm like, because I got good aux game. I'm like, you know, so I've tried it. And it's hard. Because it's like.
You must make really good playlists. Too.
I do. I'd make pretty good ones. Yeah. So like, because transitioning songs, like knowing when to like slow it down to switch to the other song, all that, it's a lot. There's a lot of different nooks and buttons and stuff. So talk about how you mastered the craft of DJing and like what went into that.
Till this day, you just gotta practice. And I've noticed even now, like 7 years later, the minute you stop practicing, your performance gets worse. Yeah, it's that simple. So I just try to practice every chance that I get. Luckily now with the new Serato, you don't even need the controller to like blend songs together. They have it set up where you could do it without it. But
tell folks what Serato is so they know. The people who
Serato
are listening,
is the program that DJs use to work. So if you want to get into that, download Serato. Big shout out to Serato. They are. I just did something with them for Women's History Month as well with Nyla too.
That's dope.
And they are very big on supporting female DJs.
Love
so
that.
I appreciate that. They always any questions they're a text away. Shout out to OP. But yes, so Serato gotta practice. And you have to like really dig. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of old songs that people don't even know are into the new songs, and yeah, it's just a musical journey.
Yeah.
Becoming a DJ is a musical journey. Like I read something on Vice, I think it was about like your 30s, and I want to work on branching out a little bit more outside of like hip hop and rap and R&B. I really want to tap into like the electric world.
Yeah,
I want to tap into
There's money in that.
Yeah, I want to tap into everything. Yeah. So just practice. Yeah, that's definitely gonna help you master your craft.
It's kind of like lifting weights. Like you lift for a while, and then if you stop, you lose all your muscles.
Just like that. It's just like that. Yeah. And don't be afraid to watch YouTube videos.
Come on now, YouTube University.
Yes, I love YouTube University. Till this day, I'm trying to learn like new techniques or like a different way to do something that I might do mass simple. Like there's always another way to do something. So. YouTube University, practice, and don't be afraid to ask other DJs for help too. There's a few nice ones that could give you some pointers or might wanna maybe a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't be shy.
Tell us, what's it like navigating the industry as a woman DJ?
It's very hard.
Let's get into it a little bit.
We have to deal with a lot of shit.
Keep it real. What's up?
Just men could be disrespectful. It's like the what Lotto was talking about on some podcast she was on about the guy that was trying to make it more difficult for her to get clear her sample, and it's just like little shit like that gets annoying. Like we're not trying to deal with that. We're trying to work just like
yeah, for sure.
So stuff like that, pay difference. Sometimes there's a lot of times I'm just like, I know that you paid so and so triple what I'm trying to like, always getting the short end of the stick. And even with something as simple as getting a table, like you're gonna tell me you can't hold a table for like the DJ that's bringing you a party. Like, come on, you gotta just negotiate a little bit better. And honestly, just treat girls the same way y'all treat guys. It's really that simple. And then I know another thing that girls might get a little difficult. Something that a challenge that we go through is just like, looking sexy and just trying to feel comfortable at the same time. That was something that I struggled with in the beginning of my DJ career. Like I wanted to look grown, but I still wanted to be comfortable and I still wanted to be taken serious. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just be me because this is how I'm comfortable and this is how I'm gonna perform my best. I'm not gonna try to get all sexy for you guys because that's not me. I'm not gonna go to the club and DJ in heels. I'm sorry, especially when y'all trying to pay me pennies to what I'm. If you pay me my price, I'll get beautiful. I will get beautiful, but that's expensive. Like girls gotta get their hair done, makeup, all of that. Like. So y'all want to pay minimum wage? Y'all gonna get minimum wage looks? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So what else do we struggle with? Yeah, it's just that always the comparison too. I just wish people would stop saying, "Oh, you're my favorite female DJ." Like, bro, just say I'm your favorite DJ, or like you know what I'm saying. Don't. There's little stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if only the strong survive.
It's facts.
You can't fall for the hoopla. You can't fall for the you can't like sleep your way into anything or none of that stuff. Like you're cheating and it's gonna show. So just work and you don't get what you deserve.
Gotta be about the craft.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the origin of your name, DJ Steph Cakes. Why did you come up with that?
It's a funny story. I was just tired of my Twitter name was Steph Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
So I tweeted, I'm like, yo, I want a new Twitter handle. Like, somebody help me out. Everybody sent a bunch of names, and Steph Cakes I was like, yo, this is kind of cute.
So like a randomizer, kind of like almost like randomizer. You just
like
polled the crowd, and they was like, yeah.
I was like, boop, all right. And then it stuck.
Yeah.
It was up and it stuck, and Tu Bicochito Favorito came after.
That shit's hard.
So
that shit is hard.
I love that.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't like it recently. Like, as I got older,
Mm-hmm.
I think like 2 years ago, I was just like, ugh, I don't like Steph Cakes. But it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just who you are.
It's just who I
real.
am.
Yeah.
It chose me.
Yeah. And now your Cakes on duty hosting gaming tournaments.
Yes.
Talk about like taking it from just being in the crib playing Call of Duty to creating an opportunity for gamers to come and win prizes and meet you.
So I could not have done that event without my family, the VGA family. So they're like this gaming community / brand. And they actually had a Smash Bros tournament. And I'm not going to say I stole their swag, but I collabed with them and I did the same thing they did. They had a bunch of games everywhere. Actually, not the same thing, because they really had like Super Smash. They had the classic video games. They had everything. They have monitors. They had all types of games. Like, literally, you could play anything in there. And I was actually DJing their event. And that day, there was somebody playing like 2K. And while I'm DJing, I'm seeing everybody lose to him. And I'm like, yo, when I get off set, I'm gonna come check you out real quick. I haven't played in a minute, but I think I gotta check in. And it was like a movie, guys. Like, as the game got more and more intense, like the crowd just started coming behind me, and it's a tight ass game, and everybody's like, what the fuck, like, because he was like 8-0, nobody could get him off the chair. And he was playing like soccer, everything. So I'm like, fuck it, we gonna get this 2K in.
Facts.
And it was neck and neck, and everybody's just like, oh my god, like, I'm telling you, movie vibes. And I won, like, I got a trophy and everything.
Fire.
And it was a dope ass event. Like, you got to check them out if you're like into video games and stuff like that. And then I told them, I'm like, look, I want to do a Call of Duty tournament. I know a lot of people that play, and how could we make this come to life?
Yeah.
And we had a lot of technical difficulties that day, but it's a learning process.
Yeah.
It was our first event, and everybody had fun. Luckily, while the technical difficulties were happening, people were still able to play and just like warm up, and everybody had their team. So it was a vibe. It was sponsored by Branson too, so everybody was lit. And I sold some merch, and it was just an experience. It was a very good experience. Everybody's always hitting me up like, when are you going to do another one? And it's coming very, very soon. So hold your horses. I also want to do a 2K like tournament. So again, all of that's coming very, very soon. So if you into video games, make sure y'all tap in with me. And we gave out some prizes. I gave out some like Beat speakers that day. We gave out headphones. We gave out money to the winners. So it was fun. It was really, really dope. And I have a lot of things on the way with that. On that lane. So
Dope.
Shout out to the VGA family.
Yeah.
No, the game community is really cool. Shout out my boy Yipes. Shout out Yipes if you listening. He plays in the fighting game community too. So it's like, y'all really show up for each other. I love that.
Yeah.
Yo, my gaming like community is crazy. I'm always fascinated, and I love when I'm like playing Call of Duty. I play with randoms all the time because I don't care. I like talking shit with my randoms, but it's so fire when I'm playing with a random and they're like, "Yo, is this the real DJ Steph Cakes?" I'm like, "Is there another DJ Steph Cakes?" Like, yeah. They're like, "No, this is not her." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." Like, "What's up?" They're like, "What? That's so crazy." And it's like, it's so cool. Like, I play with people from like London. I've played with people from Jordan. I've played with people all over the world, and they like really fuck with Cakes on Duty.
That's fire.
So it's fire. I love it. Like, I think my gaming community likes me a little bit more than my DJ community.
Talk about the DJ community. You said something earlier that was like, it made me think. You're like, there's a few cool DJs that would show you something. I guess there's only so many radio spots. There's only so many times to headline different events or whatever. Like, how have you felt the DJ community has either embraced you, not embraced you, whatever?
The DJ community is so beautiful. Like, pre-pandemic, shout out to the group doesn't exist anymore, but we used to have this thing called first hand DJs, and it was like 15, 16 of us, and we just kept adding more DJs as, you know, the group got bigger. And we would, you know, take a day out of the week and we would link up and we would have jam sessions, and we would just, you know, exchange
play,
music, vibe out, like so much fun. And it was just a vibe every single time. And we would all get booked like within the same party, so it was just like always family. It always felt like family. But there's some DJs that are like, what's the word? I don't know what's the word I want to use, but they just, you know, they keep everything to themselves.
They're out for themselves. Yeah, they're selfish.
I don't want to say selfish, but it's, you know, they to themselves.
Yeah.
They might not. You might ask them for a song and they might not give it to you. Type shit. Like I don't know if it's because they think you're gonna steal their sauce or something like that, but stingy. That's what they are.
Okay.
They're very like stingy with their stuff, or like where they get music and stuff like that. But this is the good outnumber the stingy ones.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of really good DJs, and is a dope ass community for real. Like we experience a lot of things the same, like, you know, those dark days where you feel like you're not creating, and then you're just, you know, you're feeling down. There's normally another DJ like, yo, me too, like, yo, I feel you, or yo, I'm going through the same shit. This promoter did this. Like it's beautiful. I love my DJ community. Shout out to all my DJs.
That's awesome. So, in doing my research on you, I saw a picture of you holding a plaque from Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy. Can you explain, like, were you involved with the project, or was it just
I think it was from the support with the radio.
Okay.
Because we were supporting that album like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so I think shout out to Power for that, because they opened that door for me. So that's kind of how that happened.
Okay. Awesome. And
hopefully, though, my next plaque with her is because I worked with her. We're going to manifest that.
Yeah. The beat placement. It's coming. It's coming. Go ahead.
I was thinking about when you talk about, like, you know, stingy DJs not wanting to steal the sauce, but then I thought about, you know, because maybe they have a certain song that people don't hear and that, like, that's like their signature song that they play. How do you approach finding new music, one? And then two, are you open to, like, independent artists and stuff like that approaching you with music? Like, how would someone pitch to say, like, I want to be a part of DJ Steph Cakes' next set or rotation? Like, how do people pitch you music?
I think the best way, and it's not even just me, probably every other DJ, is just support us. You know what I'm saying? Like, come to an event.
Okay.
Come, you know, have a drink. Come, you know, post what I'm doing. Buy merch. You know, build that relationship. You support me, I'm gonna support you.
Okay.
Is really that simple. Anybody that supports me, I'm definitely like 99.9% try to support them back. It might not be right away. It might, but it like, and it might not. You might not even see when I'm trying to support you. But I'm doing something behind the scene always. I always, like, you know, a goal. I think any DJ could relate, is a goal of mine is to break an artist. Like, I want to help an artist from zero become the superstar that they are meant to be.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's gonna come. It hasn't happened yet. Maybe it's Prada. You never know.
Hey,
Maybe.
come on now.
You'll never
That
know.
shit was hitting.
But and I think that's the best way to get somebody's attention. Don't DM me. Don't send a YouTube link. I'm not gonna, you know, respectfully, I'm not gonna click a YouTube link. Your best bet is you could send the MP3. I'll check it out. But if you're really trying to build that relationship, your support.
Check me in person.
Yeah. And maybe not even in person, but show love, you know, buy merch, tell a friend, you know, it's little shit.
One hand washes the other. I get that.
Yeah.
That's real. Thank you for sharing that.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a space for a lot of artists, knowing that's like, you got to have the support of DJs. Like, DJs got to play your stuff outside.
Don't
And
be afraid.
It's hard to navigate sometimes.
Don't be afraid to, like, you know, I did something with Music Breaker. I don't know if you guys heard
Breaker,
of them.
yeah.
So I did something with them where I you know, gave unsigned artists the opportunity to share their music with me, and I gave them feedback. And I think artists shouldn't be afraid to do stuff like that. Like, you're investing in yourself. So you never know who's listening when you do those type of things. Like, join those little contests that be on Instagram. Join those Instagram lives. Like, really don't just send shit. Like, you know, I'm the type of person, I like to feel things. So when I work on my music, I always tell I tell the artist, like, I don't want to just send you beats. Like, I want to be there. I want to feel like I want to feel your vibe. I want to feel what we about to make right now. Like, I'm not trying to just send you shit. Like, I'm too emotional.
Well, you're not doing too bad if you're already sending beats out. You sending beat packs out, you must not be doing too bad.
Yeah. I guess.
She's like, I'm discouraged. Meanwhile, she's sending out packs, y'all.
Yeah, but I can't, like those packs, I gotta shout out the producers because I'm not working by myself. You know, I'm normally working surrounded by a lot of amazing producers, especially from my hometown. Yeah. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen.
Love it.
Yeah. Talk about 2021, the record you put out last year.
2021. It was just the vibe that I felt for that was, I thought the pandemic was going to be over. I thought we were going to be back outside. And we kind of were. Like, you know, it wasn't like 2020, but just that feel of being back outside, being, you know, fly again outside, just everything about being outside, the energy. That's what I was looking for on that record. And Haas brought it. Like, he fulfilled that. So I appreciate that. And that was just, you know, testing the waters. That was my first single. Like, I did everything. I did the whole business side of it, like the copyrights, all that annoying stuff. You know, it was a learning process, and I did it all by myself. Now I know how to move forward. I got a lawyer ready now. I got the lawyer handles everything now. I don't want to deal with that shit. So I'm just, I'm gonna, when that time comes, it's gonna be well done.
Love it. If you were sitting on $1 billion,
I would not be here.
What would you do? So tell me.
I would definitely still be DJing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I always told myself, like, if I hit the lottery or anything outrageous like that ever happened, I'm still gonna continue DJing, but I just get to
what would you, I mean, you would have unlimited resources to execute any idea that you want to do.
A movie.
Okay.
Make a movie.
I have one that I wrote.
A script? You wrote a script. Okay.
Wow.
So it's just,
what don't you do?
It's just bring it to life at this point.
Yeah.
I gotta find someone who could write it in script form and all that fun stuff. And I did it during the pandemic. Now it's just bringing it to life. I definitely see myself in like the movie, TV lane. So let's see.
Love it.
That's what I'd probably be doing. Creating. I just like creating shit.
Yeah.
I'd probably be creating more merch, like just investing in all my crazy ideas.
How do you describe your style?
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
You never know what to expect with me.
Right.
Whether I'm DJing or my next merch drop, you really never know what to expect with me. I'm a silent killer.
Okay. So you might pop out one way, you may pop out the other way.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, I like to just present the final product. I don't want to show the process. I don't want to show my idea. The final process.
Right. I feel that.
I like that. Who is one or multiple women that have inspired you and have poured into you?
Okay. I could go way back and say Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
I can come forward and say Cardi B. Beyonce, Tiana, Raven, the photographer.
Yeah,
she has
Raven
a very, very big impact on my story. Like she did an interview one time, and it was just about her story about how she quit her day job and took photography 100%. And after I read that interview, that's kind of what sparked my idea into quitting my day job and becoming a full-time DJ. So she is, you know, it's beautiful to see where Raven is at right now, because I kind of saw the whole thing happen right before my eyes too. Right. So she definitely inspires me. Who else? Cardi B inspires me because, she's from New York. I used to see her in the strip club. So to see her now, like, become the superstar that she is like, I know I'm going to be next. I know I'm going to be next. Like, I'm going to be the next biggest thing out of Yonkers. Mary J. Blige. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's the queen. I'm going to be the princess.
Come on now. I love the one-liners.
That's the Branson speaking right now.
Come on, well, let it talk. Let it talk. We like
that's
that.
The Branson.
She got the one-liners.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Those are the major girls for sure. And then my mom. My mom is my biggest hero. She does everything. And I guess I do everything too. I got it from her.
Yeah, it's hereditary.
You got the middle child thing going.
Yeah. Actually, I'm her first child.
Oh, you're first? Okay.
Yeah, so my brother has a different mom.
Oh, okay, got it.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I got it. Something big that happened. You opened for Meek Mill on the Motivation Tour.
Yes.
How did that come
Shout out
together?
to Meek.
And what was that like?
That was, shout out to Meek. I'll never forget that day. Like, so the funny thing is, he had a show in Connecticut, and I went, obviously, but I did not have my laptop back because I did not think that he was gonna, I'm joking around. I'm like shooting my shot. I'm like, yo, you gonna let me open up for you? And he's like, yeah, go. I'm like, what?
Oh shit.
I'm like, are you dead ass? He's like, yeah. Like, I'm like, yo, I don't got my laptop. He's like, wow. I was like, what's up though? What about tomorrow? He's like, yeah, if you come to the Boston show, because obviously I'm not on tour with him. Like I'm pulling up. I went to the Connecticut show, drive back home the next day. He said Boston, bet. Drove to Boston.
Wow.
And I have family out there. So I let them know. I'm like, yo, y'all better get y'all tickets because I'm about to open up for Meek today. They're like, what? They got their tickets. I'm there. I'm ready this time. And he's like, all right, yo, literally right before his set. I think it was like 10 minutes, but it was the longest 10 minutes of my life. And I'm just happy my sister was there with me to share the stage.
Yeah.
She turned it up with her little dancing. She got the Millie Rocks 30. And like I'm forever grateful because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
He really just did that. Can you believe I told him that was my first time in a stage that big? He thought I had done that before. I'm like, no, this is my first time. He was like, wow.
That's what I love about y'all New Yorkers. It's like y'all shoot the moment.
Yeah, I forever grateful. Like he's really my dogs.
That's so dope. That's dope. Shout out to me.
No, big shout out.
Because he really could have
he really could have shit on me.
Right, yeah, he could have said that.
He could have played me.
Right, and then you pulled up, and then it's like, wait, who?
He could have gassed it. Like, it just could have went south so many different times, and it just went up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, out of this world. I still get, like, goosebumps thinking about it. Like, that's my biggest audience. Like, 20,000 people.
Wow.
And it was just
only
like
gonna get bigger.
all the people introduced to you at that moment.
They didn't even know who I was.
But listen, that's a great
They
thing,
were probably like, who the hell is this girl?
Boston knows you now.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Much love to Boston. I have a nice little fan base out there, too. I love, that's my second home.
Love it.
So, shout out to Boston.
That's amazing. You shot your shot and you were prepared for the moment. You've mastered the craft over the years.
You know what they say? You got to be ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
You feel me?
There you go. That's what it is. I think
I have nothing left. This is amazing. This is great.
So thank you so much for
Thank
pulling
you,
up.
guys.
Thank you.
I didn't want to say one thing. I want to shout out you specifically because you've done this. I think we've had a lot of people come on the show, and we're talking a lot right now about like vindication and being in your season, and your story is really inspiring to us, and for me specifically. Because you've built out your most authentic self into like your portfolio, your business is like who you are, like not shy about your gaming, not shy about your love for DJing, all that. So I think that's just really beautiful. That's amazing that you've been able to like make that your mark in the world, and move forward. So
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
guys.
of course.
100%. Yeah. Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come out to one of your events or
Yeah,
gaming tournaments.
Listen, y'all let me know, and I'm gonna take care of y'all. Branson on me.
Yeah, okay, come on
You
now.
know my body.
Branson, what it is.
Shout out to 50, man.
Yeah, of course. So, listeners, a lot of inspiration, a lot of gems here. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Decharge. we got.
Yo, the episode's called Decharge. There it is.
We got gems on Stay Busy for Bad and Busy Month. Again, make sure that you visit siphottea.com. Use promo code BUSY for 15% off your first purchase. Make sure you follow our guest. Tell them where to follow you.
DJ Steph Cakes. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter. I don't know what else is out there. Just
Instagram,
everything.
Twitch,
YouTube,
Twitter, yeah,
DJ Steph
YouTube.
Cakes.
You on
DJ
TikTok?
Steph Cakes, TikTok, DJ Steph Cakes. DJ Steph Cakes.
There you go.
Make
on
sure
now.
y'all check out my YouTube series, Style and Grace with Cakes.
Okay.
It's coming back very soon. And my Not Your Average Game Night is coming back soon too. So
All right.
That's right.
There we go.
tap in.
Lots for y'all to tap in, and we'll be promoting all of that. But of course, more importantly, we want you all to stay safe, stay humble, and stay busy.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I've been out in the world, staying busy, taking time, getting right if you miss me. I've been out in the world, staying busy.
Mondays 9 a.m. Party with the gang. Every week tell a friend. Busy over everything. Put you on. Got the slides. I'm the SARS.